Cheers.
Are you boycotting naps? Are you boycotting your nap? Hello friends from under the porch, because the rain has not stopped in a long time. Probably 72 hours now. We've got huge puddles forming in the driveway. I know a lot of people are experiencing tough weather down south, so hopefully you guys are okay. We're keeping you in our thoughts and prayers as there's, you know, crazy weather going on. But we're gonna bring you along today as we do some activities despite the rain here at home. Maybe leave the house, we're not sure, but we'll bring you along. This rainy weather has Bennett in the baking mood. He continues to make fabulous treats. What are you gonna make today, Bennett?
Fudge.
All right, starting with some unsweetened chocolate. Miss Violet's having some lunch. We had to get her some more robust bibs, smocks, because she's a messy eater, especially when brothers want to help feed her. I feel like I can keep her a little bit more clean. Grandma keeps her really clean, but when brothers start to feed her, it just becomes a big old fun
Monster.
party, huh? You love food though. You love it so much. He has to let it cool for an hour and a half. So that's what's happening here. Sure smells good. Since we pretty much skipped the end of summer and went straight to fall with all this rainy weather, Hunter actually is skipping ahead all the way to winter and has dreamed up a snowboarding project and convinced my dad to take him to Lowe's. So he and Bennett and my dad have been working on this snowboard rail.
Laying a bunch of, or gonna screw a bunch of PVC along here. We have a nice sliding surface for going across.
And then where is this gonna go?
Somewhere on the hill.
Thanks for helping him, Dad.
All the equipment for this is unbelievable. Did you show her the boards you're putting on the end and how you rounded them?
No.
Right down there.
Yeah. And we have some rounded boards for the end, so that these don't get hit hard. It's just gonna roll over.
Go off nicely.
Yep.
All right, looks good. It's fun that the boys are old enough now to like come up with an idea, research it. They have some spending money that they've earned to then go get the stuff and then do the project. It's like a whole new phase. Because this mama gets tired. I just rocked Violet to sleep and she stayed asleep long enough for me to load the dishwasher and then she was awake again. My goal is to get her sleeping better once the boys go back to school and I have a little bit more time to work with her, but she's sleeping pretty good at night, but naps are just hit or miss. She would much rather be held, which is tricky. Hello, Miss Luna. How are you today? You've been napping. I saw you napping in Violet's room, having a good snooze in the rain, huh? Are you boycotting naps? Are you boycotting your nap? So I'm gonna jump on my computer for a few minutes while Bennett is holding Violet. During this summer, I have allowed Hunter to do a little bit of editing for me. Not like technical editing, but he took a class at school called Video News where they learned how to film a news broadcast and then edit it. So he can do like basic editing where he's pretty much just cutting out all the dead parts for me. And then it just makes it so much quicker. So often I'll have 2-3 hours of footage that need to be brought down to like an hour before you do like the real editing. And so he's able to do that for me. So he did that for me this morning. And so I am going to check it over and see where we're at on the next video. I've never made fudge before, so I'm having to like read this recipe with Bennett very carefully because it is tricky. You gotta follow the instructions just right, it sounds like. Hopefully it'll work out.
We're at 118.
Okay, so he's let it sit for a while and it just got down to like 118 degrees. So now he adds vanilla and stirs for about 5 minutes, and that is the next step. Kind of has the texture of a Tootsie Roll right now, but the flavor is excellent. Yeah, something went a little wrong, but you know, that I'm sure that fudge is one of those things that you gotta practice to get good at. But the kids just finished watching Paddington 2. They watched Paddington 1 yesterday, and I love those movies. They're so cute to have on. Anyways, perfect rainy day activity. I'm gonna get started on a freeze dryer activity with some of the things we bought at Costco the other day because the deal was just too good to pass up. I wrapped some fudge around some pecans. These are the two items that we got such a great deal on at Costco the other day. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but
$2 for the onions, $5 for cilantro.
Bennett's saying this one was 5 something, this one was like 2 something. I thought it was a little bit more, but these have been amazing. We actually made some beef and broccoli and green onion for dinner last night. Mousse, steak, beef and broccoli, and it was, I'll put a picture of it here. It was so yummy. And then we have the pork dumpling soup. You may have seen that in the Costco video. And then we got this bag of cilantro, and to be able to use them for a long time, I'm going to freeze dry them. So freeze drying takes things, and it's different than dehydrating. It goes from, it freezes it, and then it goes with sublimation. It goes from freezing to a vacuum, and it takes all the moisture out of it, but you can add that moisture back in later because it leaves these pockets so you can reconstitute things if you want. Like if you wanted to make salsa with this later, you could add water back to it and then make salsa with it, or you could just have a powder and add it for flavor. So it's very versatile after you use it. So I figured, let's get these into the freeze dryer so that we can use them for a long time.
Like 100 years? Do they last that long?
They say 25 years if you store them properly with like an oxygen absorber and stuff. But I can see us just using these for a while. Just keep them in the kitchen and throw them into recipes, soups, and on top of stuff. Now, if I wanted to reconstitute these, you just put them in a bowl with water and then they would turn back into this, and you could use them on top of things. They wouldn't be all crunchy, or you could eat them crunchy. I don't know if you know this, but if you just put this bottom white part of these green onions into a little bowl full of water, it'll regrow onions as well. So we're gonna try that again with all the ends. So I did just order a few freeze drying supplies. I got these little things that go in the corners that allow you to stack your trays. So I'm excited to try these out.
Like 2 trays per thing?
So it just allows you to stack your trays in your freezer so that you can, because it's good to pre-freeze things if you need to. You don't have to, but you can pre-freeze things. And I bought some parchment paper that is the right size, already pre-cut for these medium-sized trays. If you are watching this video in August of 2024, Harvest Right, the freeze drying company, is having a major sale right now. So if you've had a freeze dryer on your wish list, check it out because they're having a big sale. I'll have a link down in the description below. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna try and fill 4 trays full of green onions and 4 trays full of cilantro. While I'm chopping up the green onions, I am going to go turn on the freeze dryer because it needs like 15 minutes to cool down before you start using it. So let's get it going so that when I'm done chopping, it'll be time to put them in. So first step, turn on the freeze dryer. It will light up here. This freeze dryer has a pump down here. Okay, so I've named my freeze dryer Frieza. And if you want to do candy and things, you need to customize. But because we're just doing a regular freeze drying, you just have to push start. And then it's going to do that cooling process. Wait 15 minutes before loading trays. And up here it tells us how long it is. So we'll be back in 15 minutes to load this up. All right, Hunter's off to
Running practice.
cross-country running. He has ran about 10 miles the last 2 days in the pouring rain. Okay, see ya. School has not started yet, but they have the option to start some of the sports a little bit early, so he's getting his miles in. I didn't realize the green onions could make me cry. These smell so good though. All right, I got 3 trays full. I'm gonna start on the cilantro because, oh my goodness. Oh. Hitting me. I do want to keep some of these fresh. I decided to keep some of these like bigger ends because I like them in stir fry. So that's on this tray. And then we'll have these to regrow. And then we have 3 trays of the rest. So I'm not sure what to do with the cilantro. Do I leave the stems? Do I cut them off? Because it's not like in a nice little bundle. Do I just do the leaves? I don't know.
Chop it all up.
Do I just chop it all up and then put it on the tray? I'll try it. Pull out any bad ones, but. I know cilantro is a very controversial thing. Some people think it tastes like soap. I like it. Hunter will like eat it by the bowl full. He loves it so much. So we're gonna make some freeze-dried cilantro. Yep. For these ones, I am gonna pre-freeze them because I only have 1 freeze dryer. It just speeds up the process a little bit. So I'm gonna put these corners on. Just clip on. And then we're gonna put our next tray right on top. Is the idea. Yep. So I bought these supplies from freezedryingsupplies.com. They did not come from Harvest Right. It's a guy that bought a bunch of freeze dryers and then he came up with a bunch of products that he thought would be more helpful when freeze drying. And I'd been wanting stuff from it for a while. So I finally ordered a couple things. I also ordered a cool funnel. I'll show you that afterwards. Okay. I don't think it's actually necessary to use the paper with this batch of stuff, but it just makes the cleaning up quicker.
Spicy.
Oh, the green onions are spicy? They can be for sure. I just could not believe how inexpensive this cilantro was with how expensive it is at the grocery store. I really like these stacking things because usually I'm trying to figure out how to carry 4 trays at one time out to the freezer. These will be really helpful. Smaller than me. Here, I'm gonna move it over to your corner so you can reach it. All right, here's the green onions. Okay, so it says, load trays into freeze dryer, close drain valve, and it's been going for about 20 minutes and it's at 45 degrees. Drain valve is back here. You gotta close it. Let me push continue. And now it's freezing. Things take anywhere from 12 to 24 hours to freeze. So we will come check on these again tomorrow. So right now it's just getting things really cold. Once it gets to that frozen point, then your pump kicks on, and that's when the vacuum does the sublimation from frozen to not frozen without going through that wet middle stage. It doesn't ever melt. It's I don't know, science. It's crazy. I read all about it when I got the freeze dryer because I was like, I want to know what's happening. It's just kind of wild. All right, grow, little babies. Put on my rain jacket. It's really coming down all day. We're gonna go put these in the outside freezer. And then we'll put them in the freeze dryer tomorrow. I have to tell you, I love those stacking trays because usually it compresses down, so you're always like trying to find places for all 4 trays, but that takes up so little space. Glad I ordered them. I'm going to attempt to take the kids bowling if they can get themselves ready to go. What on earth is this? This is a gummy bear that was laying here. That is gigantic. It's like so waterlogged. I wonder if it's a regular gummy bear. That's like huge. Smells like a regular gummy bear. Crazy. Ooh, so slimy. Grandma's got the magic touch. She helped Violet take a good nap. She woke up very happy. Did you have a good nap? Yes. Hi, sweetie. You gonna come bowling with us? You're gonna love it. You're gonna love watching your brothers bowl. Probably every summer for the past like 12 summers, ever since Hunter and Bennett were very little, we have signed up for what's called Kids Bowl Free. You can go to kidsbowlfree.com and see if your town participates, but there are 3 bowling alleys between Eagle River and Anchorage that participate, and all you have to do is pay for your shoes. You can do 2 bowling games a day, every day during the summer if you wanted to. We usually come once or twice a summer. Today's the day because of the rain. We're gonna go bowl. I even bought some bowling shoes one time at a thrift store. So Bennett has shoes. So we will only have to pay for Weston and Everett to get shoes, and then the bowling is free. You can also like pay a small fee and have like a family bowling pass, and then the parents can participate. I didn't sign up for that this year. I have in the past, but this is Violet's first time coming along. I think she's gonna like watching her brothers bowl. So I used to get emails and then print off the tickets, but a few years ago they created an app, and so we can just pull up the tickets for the day on the app and be able to go bowling. Okay, we had a blast, but we also had a bunch of technical difficulties. Our lane kept stopping, so we had to cut it short so we can head home for dinner. But I'm glad we got out of the house. We were going a little stir crazy with all the rain. Oh, sad baby, you okay? Smells so good. Mark came home and made tacos for us. Moose tacos! Smells so good. Ooh, we also have beef short ribs.
This one.
Some moose tacos. A friend gave us these beef short ribs because Mark brought him some squid. And he gave us these as a thank you.
Yep.
Okay, got the baby to bed. This is the end of 4 baskets of laundry put away. Isn't that the best feeling, getting laundry put away, even though it's never ending? It's just such a good feeling to like, oh, got those done. I'm gonna put these away and then let's go check on the freeze dryer. All right, it has moved into drying mode. It's been in drying mode for 1 hour, 11 minutes. It doesn't tell you how long it's actually going to be until it's done. It just keeps going. It's been going for 4 hours, 41 minutes. It's now, because it's in drying mode, it's now using the pump. And you can see they've kind of all shriveled up in there. So we'll come back tomorrow. I'm just gonna go relax for the rest of the evening. I'm worn out, so we'll see you in the morning to check on the freeze dryer. Good morning, friends. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? We're coming down to check on the freeze dryer. It's been drying for 14 hours, 21 minutes. Looks like it might be almost at the end. Things are looking good in there. It's been going for a total of 17 hours and 50 minutes, so we will come check on it. I'm gonna set a timer on my phone so I don't forget about it. What do you think? What do you think? Need to wipe your mouth, that's what I think. She just had some breakfast, so. All right, friends, this has now reached the next phase, which is the extra dry time. I had set it for 3 hours of extra dry time. You can choose how long you want it to do the extra. You can also take them out and check them and then do the extra. I think I'll let it go for about another hour and then we'll take it out. If you're not around when it switches from dry time, it goes back to freezing them so that things stay preserved. But I like to get them out when they're still warm, so. Now it's counting down instead of up, which means we're pretty much done, but we're gonna give it a little extra, huh? A little extra. How about that? The process is complete. We went 19 hours, 19 minutes. I'm not gonna push any of these yet. We're just gonna check because we can add more dry time or we can defrost the machine. Oh, we gotta open up the drain valve. Kind of tight back here. That drains down into a bucket. And what that's draining is all the ice along the sides. That's the water that was pulled out of the green onions. They're very papery now. Ooh, they feel really good. I'm happy with them, so I'm gonna push no defrost because I don't want to go anymore. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I got this new funnel that comes, that works really great for freeze drying because it's always tricky to get the stuff from the trays into a bottle or a bag, but it's got all these pieces, so give me a minute while I assemble it. Okay, I've got this adjusted down. You can adjust it up and down on these legs to fit a jar. We're gonna put our green onions in there. And it's taste testing the onions.
I like these ones.
Okay, there's a couple of ways that you can seal these up. I could put oxygen absorbers in them if I wanted them to last a really long time. I just want to kind of use these over the next couple of months. So I'm just putting them in these jars. You can vacuum seal them, but we're going to use these. We just wanted to preserve them so they didn't get all slimy in the refrigerator, and they're amazing. You could add water to them and then they would get soft again. You could turn them in, throw them in soup. Really, just so many uses. We could grind them up and even turn them into a powder, but I kind of like them as a solid. And I give this funnel a 10 out of 10. Like, I am so excited to have this because that is one of the hardest parts, getting whatever you've made from the tray into a bag or a bottle is always so tricky. And this is so wide at the top, it made it a breeze. And the fact that it can go up and down to accommodate different sizes, really well designed. Worth the investment if you're gonna do a bunch of freeze drying. Okay, here goes round 2. Cooling. We got a little break in the rain today. The boys are out here working with Grandpa on their project. Everett's working on some stones he had in the rock tumbler. Beautiful.
This is my crystal one.
Yeah.
And
Those look good.
this is a geode.
Pick raspberries. Mom,
This is a
I
geode.
already picked it, Tom.
Very nice. And I am going to take advantage of no rain at the moment and go do some raspberry picking because I think
Rain right now?
there's some ready. There's no rain right now. So I'm gonna put on an audiobook and pick some berries.
I'm just studying those right there.
I see quite a few, so we're gonna get to picking.
Look what I found! I found the right one.
I hate to admit it, but there's a little breeze and there's a crispness in the air, that fall crispness.
What's Chris?
Not quite ready for that, but it's here nonetheless. All right, we are really just at the beginning of the berries, but there are some beautiful ones and we're finding a few. Can we show our thing? It's mostly just the front half. Sometimes the front half of the patch does better than the back half to begin with. Bottom of our bucket covered. It's a good start. See this back half of the patch, they're just barely starting to come on. That front half, I don't know if it just gets more sun or what, but it always comes on first. Got a nice little snack here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it that way?
Whoa.
It's okay. Because it's a little bit on the outside.
Bennett just informed me that he and Hunter have been eating a lot of the raspberries, so that's totally what they're there for, but I realized why there weren't as many as I thought there were earlier today. So Everett has requested that we make them into a smoothie. Cheers.
Cheers. Really good.
A rail.
The snowboarding rail is complete.
4 days. It's your day.
Looks good, guys.
Because Grandpa did it.
Yeah, Grandpa's a big help. They're like in full snowboarding gear, coming down the trail, and then you...
Are you gonna jump up? Are you gonna jump up?
You slide better with
Watch
more
out.
speed.
Oh, yeah. I am working on a summer collage. Westy got these markers for his birthday. They're called alcohol ink markers, and we've been doing some drawing together. So I've been working on this picture for couple weeks now. I'm just trying to finish it now.
Practicing my tripod.
You're doing your snowboard yoga?
Board slide.
Summer 2024 collage. It's cathartic to color and draw. I see someone in the window. Did you just wake up? Hi, baby girl. She's watching Weston out here like, what is he doing? Hi. Oh, that smile. That smile. Can't resist that smile. Gotta go in and snuggle her. Good morning, friends. Can you say good morning? Perfect timing. Frieza has 10 minutes left on our cilantro. So we're gonna get that out and package it up. Yeah? You gonna help? Okay, I'm gonna go grab my cilantro, okay? You play with your toy. All right, our cilantro came out. It looks beautiful and crispy. It smells so good.
No eating the shrimp in the fridge.
Tastes good too. It tastes good too. Did you drop your toy? Here you go. Well, how fun is that? We have shelf-stable cilantro. That will be good for months. We can throw it into recipes. We can reconstitute it with water, make it into salsa, sitting on the shelf, not going bad in the refrigerator. How about that? Love it. I'm actually gonna go make another set, but I'm not gonna show that because you get the point. You get the point. And that new funnel is amazing. It's amazing. It's so easy to get things into jars. Before, it was really tricky because I only had small funnels. Really a fan. Just had a canning funnel and it was never big enough. Okay, time to go get dressed for the day and put you down for a nap. Mwah. I don't think I ever came back around to Bennett's fudge. It actually did turn more fudge-like. At first it was really stretchy, but it did turn more fudgy. A little bit grainy. But for a first time making fudge, everybody's been loving it. I think he did an amazing job. Hello, Miss Luna. Have you been enjoying all the rainy weather? Perfect for naps, huh? Perfect weather to take long naps. Oh, sweet girl. So good to see you. You doing all right? Well, friends, thank you so much for spending the last few days with us as we got some projects done here around the house. Fall is in the air here in Alaska, and we're excited to bring you along. So we hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and spend more time with us. Thank you so much for watching. We are grateful for each and every one of you, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life.